In the heart of California lies a desolate expanse known as Death Valley, a place where the sun bears down mercilessly, and the haunting beauty of the landscape belies the harshness of its environment. Among the many mysteries that this arid wilderness holds, none has captivated the imagination quite like the phenomenon of the moving rocks of Racetrack, Playa. For decades, visitors and scientists alike have pondered how these seemingly ordinary stones, some weighing hundreds of pounds, could mysteriously glide across the dry lake bed, leaving long, enigmatic trails etched into the cracked earth behind them. The question of how these rocks moved became a tantalizing puzzle, invoking theories that range from the supernatural to the scientifically plausible. The allure of the moving rocks attracted a myriad of curious explorers, each hoping to witness the phenomenon firsthand. Some claimed to have seen the stones shift under the cover of night, while others suggested that a force of nature, perhaps even extraterrestrial intervention, was at play. Over the years, tales of the rocks' movements grew more elaborate, with stories of ancient Native American legends intertwining with modern-day accounts of ghostly apparitions and otherworldly energy. Yet, despite the fanciful narratives that surrounded the rocks, the scientific community remained skeptical. Researchers flocked to the Playa, armed with cameras, notebooks, and a desire to uncover the truth. They set up elaborate experiments, observing the rocks for hours on end, only to find themselves thwarted by the unpredictable nature of the desert. The mystery deepened as the years went by, and the rocks continued to glide silently across the Playa, their movements shrouded in secrecy. For a long time, the prevailing theory suggested that the rocks moved due to the unique climatic conditions of the area. Death Valley is known for its extreme temperatures, which can swing from blistering heat to freezing cold in a matter of hours. Some scientists hypothesized that during rare winter conditions, when the Playa would be covered with a thin layer of ice, the rocks could be pushed along by the wind. However, this theory lacked concrete evidence, and many remained unconvinced. It wasn't until the early 21st century that a breakthrough occurred. A group of researchers, determined to unlock the secrets of Racetrack Playa, decided to employ modern technology to study the phenomenon. They set up a series of high-definition cameras and GPS devices around the Playa, hoping to capture the elusive movement of the rocks. With meticulous precision, they recorded the environmental conditions, including temperature, wind speed, and moisture levels, while also marking the positions of the rocks. Months passed, and just when the researchers began to lose hope, the desert revealed its secrets. One fateful winter, the conditions aligned perfectly. A rare combination of rain, followed by a sharp drop in temperature, created a thin layer of ice over the Playa. The researchers watched in awe as the icy surface began to crack, and the wind picked up. It was a phenomenon that had only been theorized until that moment. The rocks, now resting on the slick surface, began to move. The cameras captured the slow, deliberate journey of the rocks across the Playa, revealing a mesmerizing dance that had remained hidden for so long. The researchers noted that the wind, combined with the melting ice, created a unique environment that allowed the rocks to slide effortlessly, leaving behind their distinctive trails. The phenomenon was not supernatural, nor was it the result of alien intervention. It was a beautiful, natural occurrence that had finally been explained. As the news broke, the scientific community erupted in excitement. The mystery of the moving rocks was resolved, yet the allure of Racetrack Playa only grew stronger. The story of the rocks became a symbol of the wonders of nature, a reminder that even the most perplexing phenomena could be understood through patience, observation, and the application of science. The researchers, now celebrated for their groundbreaking work, continued to study the Playa, delving deeper into the environmental conditions that made such occurrences possible. They explored the impact of climate change on the delicate ecosystem of Death Valley, recognizing that the very forces that had revealed the mystery of the moving rocks could also threaten the fragile balance of life in the desert. Visitors to Death Valley flocked to Racetrack Playa, eager to witness the moving rocks for themselves. They stood in awe of the trails, each one a testament to the forces of nature that had shaped the landscape over millennia. The rocks, once shrouded in mystery, became a source of inspiration, sparking curiosity and wonder among all who beheld them. The story of the moving rocks of Death Valley is not just one of scientific discovery. It is a narrative that speaks to the heart of human curiosity. It reminds us that the world is full of mysteries waiting to be uncovered, and that through perseverance and inquiry, we can begin to understand the complexities of the natural world. The rocks, now understood, continue to glide across the Playa. Their movements a silent testament to the beauty of nature's secrets, forever inviting us to explore further, to ask questions, and to seek answers in the most unexpected places. As the sun sets over Death Valley, casting long shadows across the Playa, the moving rocks stand as a reminder of the mysteries that remain, the questions that still linger in the air. While some may have been answered, others await discovery, hidden beneath the surface, waiting for the next curious soul to uncover them. The journey of understanding is never truly complete. It is a continuous cycle of inquiry, exploration, and revelation, echoing through the ages as we learn more about the world around us. In the years that followed, the phenomenon of the moving rocks became a focal point for educational programs aimed at inspiring the next generation of scientists. Schools organized field trips to Death Valley, where students could learn about geology, meteorology, and the delicate balance of ecosystems. The rocks served as an entry point for discussions about climate change, the importance of scientific inquiry, and the beauty of the natural world. The story of the moving rocks also sparked a renewed interest in the preservation of Death Valley's unique environment. Conservationists rallied to protect the delicate ecosystems that thrived in the harsh conditions of the desert, recognizing that the very forces that allowed the rocks to move were also essential to the survival of countless species. Efforts were made to educate visitors about the importance of leaving no trace, ensuring that future generations could experience the wonder of Racetrack Playa without compromising its integrity. As the years turned into decades, the legend of the moving rocks became intertwined with the cultural fabric of Death Valley. Artists, inspired by the beauty of the landscape, began to create works that celebrated the mystery and majesty of the Playa. Photographers captured stunning images of the rocks against the backdrop of the vast desert sky, while writers penned stories that wove together science, myth, and the human experience. The moving rocks became more than just a scientific phenomenon. They transformed into a symbol of exploration and discovery, a reminder that the pursuit of knowledge is a journey that transcends time and place. They represented the spirit of inquiry that drives humanity forward, urging us to question, to seek, and to understand the world around us. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a warm glow over the Playa, the rocks stood silently, their trails stretching into the distance. They were witnesses to the passage of time, guardians of the stories that had unfolded in their presence. The mystery of their movement may have been solved, but the magic of Death Valley remained, inviting all who ventured into its depths to uncover their own truths, to embrace the unknown, and to marvel at the wonders of nature that continue to inspire and intrigue. In the end, the narrative of the moving rocks is not just about the rocks themselves. It is a tale of humanity's relationship with the natural world, a testament to our innate curiosity, and a celebration of the beauty that lies in the mysteries yet to be discovered. As we stand in the presence of these ancient stones, we are reminded that every question answered leads to new inquiries, and every mystery solved reveals yet another layer of the intricate tapestry of life that surrounds us. The journey continues, and with it, the promise of discovery, wonder, and the enduring allure of the unknown.